What's going on YouTube? My name is Cripps, and today I'm bringing you a sort of podcast type thing with a couple of friends of mine. Why don't you guys introduce yourself?
Hello. Yep. Hello, my name is Paul. My gamer tag is isnipaul, just so you know, just to throw it out there. Yep, that's me.
Yeah, and I'm Toby, also known as T to the Obi, or Toby Legit Sniper, for anyone who remembers that silly video.
I do remember that silly video. It was silly. Anyway, we're here to discuss about why Halo seems to be dying, and with Halo 4 not too far away, and as it's 343's first major title that they're going to be producing, we want to try and give them a few pointers into how to revitalize the Halo series, and I think get it back on track and draw people who left Halo 3 and left Halo Reach, you know, play other games, and get them back into Halo and what it's all about. So what should we start off with first? Should we start off with why do we think Halo is dying?
Yeah, I think that is probably the key part to how they're going to make Halo 4 such a big success. Because I think day one, Halo Reach put it in the console straight away, straight into matchmaking, and what is it? No ranking system. Yep. Straight away threw me off the game. I looked for social and ranked, because that's what Halo is about for me. Ranked for when I get competitive, social for when I'm playing with friends or in real life friends. And immediately thrown off Halo Reach.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Reach's answer to ranked was more of an arena style, they called it, and it was basically sort of an individual rating which didn't make you want to play as a team. The only option for ranked at the beginning was doubles and like a team slayer, which was a 4v4, and there was no objective, there was no MLG at the beginning either, none of that, and it didn't really want to make you play as a team. You just wanted to go out there sort of a lone wolf style and build your own personal rating. There was no incentive to win, so it didn't really work. I mean, if we compare the Reach XP system to the Halo 3 XP system, you had credits, which was for your own personal gain. You know, you spend it on your armor, whatever, all that fancy stuff,
yeah,
and
too individualized.
Exactly, yeah. And on Halo
3, once you've bought all your armory, then you just have credits sitting there. There's nothing. Oh, I have more credits than you. No way of proving it.
Yeah, whereas Halo 3, you had a record for people, everyone, you know, to see. You know, you had a high skill, which actually meant something. You know, you see someone's an inheritor, you immediately think, well, an inheritor, so all you do is play Halo all day. Exactly, he hasn't gone outside. And
yeah,
when you see a 50 on Halo 3, you know, oh, I'm gonna have to respect this player. He's obviously knows what he's doing. Well, most of them do. I mean, some of them obviously, you know, just buy 50s. But you know, you got to generally respect that player and, you know, play a little bit more competitively, which is good.
As I don't know, Ollie's had some videos of my gameplays and stuff, and I do still play Halo 3. I'll pop on Halo Reach now and then just to play a few games, but for me, competitive wise, it's just not there for me. I am quite high ranking in MLG. That is my playlist that I play, and for me, as soon as they released MLG in Halo Reach, I thought, hey, might be a ranking system or something to go along with it. And within, I'd say, 5 days at most, straight back onto Halo 3, and I am currently still playing Halo 3. But both games are dying out quite a lot recently, from what I've noticed. I mean, Halo Reach will never go over 1,000 players in MLG. Quite a lot of people stick to the Griffball.
Only by about 20.
Oh. Well, there you go.
That was when there was 100,000 people online, which was surprising.
Yeah, I don't know how it peaked at 100,000 people. It was the other day, wasn't it? I mean, usually on Reach you get 60,000, whereas at Halo 3 at this time, you'd still have 300,000 people online. I mean, it's a joke, really.
I mean, I was just on Halo 3 about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, just playing a few games, and considering, I don't know how old the game is now, probably 5 years old, considering a game of that old is still not far behind a game that was only released last year, just proves to me how wrong they went with Halo Reach.
Hmm. I mean, Toby, you spent the most time out of all of us on Halo Reach. What do you think draws you onto that game to play it?
The fact that I have no real other multiplayer games that make me rage less.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that makes me play Halo Reach.
I mean, there's no sort of objective to do. I mean, you get challenges, but I mean,
the only reason I'm playing at the moment is so I can get an inheritance. I don't know why I want one because it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but I mean, they put out the challenge system, which was just completely awful. If I'm totally honest,
yeah,
I mean, it's just the same. I don't know, 50 challenges.
It's the same
over
challenges
and over
with different titles.
Exactly.
What?
And I mean, Halo 3, it was all about setting your own challenges. You know, like getting to that high level or whatever, or getting a certain amount of XP.
Yeah. I think
the challenges aren't even a challenge. 50 players, 50 grunts in campaign, you can do that in a minute. Less than that. How much of a challenge is that?
I think that was kind of their replacement for double XP weekends. I think Halo 3 double XP weekends was probably one of the best things to continue a game and make it not die out. I mean, I'd log on just to play the Halo 3 double XP weekends, and that's all I'd do. I admit that. You know, somebody'd bring me up, oh, do you want to come out? No, I'm playing Halo 3 because it's double XP weekend.
Yeah, double XP weekend was great. I mean, it gave a chance for players. I mean, we all started off, you know, a little bit rusty. You know, it was a new game, and everyone sucks at the beginning of a new game, and your record isn't that good. So double XP was a great way to build your record back up, and it was always fun playlists as well. You know, like 3-ball and Griff Ball. I mean, what do you guys think about Griff Ball and Infection being like a permanent playlist?
Well, the fact that Infection is a permanent playlist is ridiculous because it's the most populated playlist on this silly game. Constantly.
It just draws players away from what it should be. Like, it should be a first-person shooter. It should be a tactical game. I mean, the double XP weekends were just good fun. You'd sit there playing with whoever, because even if you did lose, you'd get your EXP back if you won the game after. So, yeah, I don't think their replacement for double XP weekends was just awful.
I think the game types like Infection and Griffball would work in Reach if there was a ranking system and separate service records for social and ranked. Yeah, because
I don't think Infection zombies would work, because when some people are zombies, they want to keep their KD and they don't move.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, but that's what I'm saying. If you're separating them between social and ranked and having two service records, one social, one ranked, it looks completely different then. I mean, you can tell by you see an inheritor that's got 100,000 kills, 20,000 deaths, and then you play them in, I don't know, Team Slayer, and they do shit basically.
Yeah. You look forward to the challenge and your expectations aren't met.
Exactly. And it's because they've been playing playlists like Infection, and if it was separated, you can understand that, and then I don't know, put people, you know who you're going to come up against then, instead of expecting a good game and it's just another slaughter, which generally is what Reach is at the moment. One team slaughters the other. I mean, I haven't had like a 45 plus game on Reach.
I think we've only had one competitive game, and that was MLG CTF on Countdown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were 4-2 down, and we got the victory.
Yeah, that was
that was during the few weeks that we. Yeah, that was the few weeks that we played and we were enjoying Reach. Because it just seemed to pick up a bit for us, and we were getting into the swing of things and setting ourselves challenges. Like, say, we'd go into team objective and we'd say, instead of ignoring the stupid bloody, I don't know, set challenges that Bungie gave, or 343, or whoever it was in charge of it at that time. I'm not really up to date with that. But we'd set our own challenge and say, right, I'm going to get a 30 streak this game. Oh, I'm going to try and get a triple kill this doubles game.
We wanted to get a Be the Bullet.
Yeah.
And I almost got one game and died, and then you got it the next game.
Yeah. I mean, the social side of it, like, I enjoy. I enjoy sitting there and playing a game because I know I'm going to get it, and I enjoy the fact that it makes me rage. But no game will ever make me rage as much as Halo 3 does. that game, I don't know. It just draws me back every single time because I know I'm not the best at it, but I know I can play at a competitive level.
And you're playing people who are constantly the same level as you, so it's always a challenge, always trying your hardest to win. And, you know, you get boasting points at the end, and, you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Trash talking as well on Halo. I mean, you can't do that on Reach. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I played countless Halo 3 games, got messages sent to me after the game saying, "Oh, you're shit," or I don't know, some more complex way of saying I'm shit, or just straight up abusing me. But in Halo Reach, I can honestly say I've received 1, maybe 2 messages that say, "Oh, you're shit."
Yeah, you don't get a lot of that.
I get messages from people who've betrayed me when I'm off on a perfection.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Cheers for that, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I think the problem with that is as well is they made power weapons a lot easier to use on Reach. Like the rockets have a huge splash damage. It's ridiculous. And the sniper has a slightly bigger reticule. It's not much bigger, but it's slightly bigger, which makes it a little bit easier to snipe as well. And they made those weapons, I think, too desirable. And then you get all this terrain for these weapons. I mean, I went on Social Slayer the other day and I got rockets, and it took me 2 rockets to kill people because I couldn't. I was expecting it to be like Reach Rocket, you know, I'll put it here and he'll die, and no, you know, he just bounces off on half shields and walks away.
You can shoot a wall or a ledge in front of someone in Reach and it'll kill them.
Yeah.
They have that wall protecting them from that explosion, but it isn't enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about, whether that was done on purpose or if that's just like an after effect that they never sort of out.
Another thing, custom games. For me, custom games in Halo Reach never took off at all. Halo 3, even when I was new at the game, I'd spend entire days just in Forge, just creating maps. And I don't know whether it was the whole, oh, this is new, this is one of the first games to incorporate this kind of thing. The sandbox environment that you could do anything in a first-person shooter. But Halo Reach, it just wasn't there. Like the fun and enjoyment in Forge, it just wasn't there. Maybe because I was sick of playing Forge world maps in multiplayer over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I just do not enjoy. They obviously lacked the effort to create maps.
I mean, Forge World was a fantastic idea, I thought. You know, and when they released that trailer for it, and I think Red vs Blue did a sort of spin-off on it as well, you know, it looked really good. And then when the game shipped, and
it's a brilliant idea. It's just let down.
Yeah, when the game shipped, we had, I think, 5 maps, and then 6 Forge World maps, which is an absolute joke. And and those 5 maps are from the campaign, which just, you know, I mean, it's just laziness at the end of the day. I mean, it's what separates like Call of Duty and Halo was, you know, the map difference. Call of Duty was, again, sort of from their campaign. But they even did that better because they even tweaked them a little bit for balance, whereas Reach was just literally copy and paste. And it just didn't work, I felt.
Yeah, there was no imagination in the multiplayer maps that weren't made out of Forge World, and most of the maps in Forge World now, I think they were taken from the community playlist that was introduced for a little while.
Yeah, or Halo 2. I mean, Sanctuary.
Or remade.
Yeah, exactly. And there was another one as well, Ascension as well, or Pinnacle as it's called on Reach.
Pinnacle
was from Halo 2. And it's just. I mean, it was Bungie's last.
And the worrying thing is, those are the best maps.
Yeah, exactly. The ones from Halo 2 were the better maps. I know.
Yeah. Saying that though, on Halo 3 they did recreate Lockout, didn't they?
Lockout.
Yeah, it was now a Forge equipment.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't grey.
And Avalanche as well was Sidewinder from Halo 1, but again, you know, is in a proper map, not on some Forge like on Foundry or anything like that. Even Foundry is a great idea. I mean, how many maps came out onto MRG for Foundry? It was awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Halo Reach does have quite Oh, I select a few positives there, I'd imagine, because Halo 3 connection issues are unbelievable. You get a bad host, there is no chance in hell, unless they start standbying, cheating, bridging the host or whatever, that you're going to be able to pull host off from them. I mean, Halo Reach, the system for that was a lot better. It did seem to give people with better internet the better host, better chance of pulling host, let's say. You know, it's still a few issues here and then, but
yeah,
for me,
you never seem to find a good host at the beginning of a game.
No, that
always a host migration at the start.
Yeah, that is true. But the fact that they put host migration in there,
yeah, I'd rather it do
a step in the right way.
Shoddy host.
Yeah,
still not quite there, but a step in the right way.
Yeah, it's definitely a step in the right way. I mean, what we'd all want would be dedicated servers, but whether that's going to happen or not, I just don't know. I was going to say something as well about the connection. Yeah, on especially the melee system on Reach, I find it much easier to trade beatdowns than on Halo 3. Like, sometimes I'd walk away on Halo 3 and my beatdown wouldn't register. And that was so frustrating. Whereas on Reach, you're pretty much going to register most of the time. I mean, coming from me with absolutely awful internet, you know, that was a blessing. I mean, sometimes you get things like you shotgun a sword guy who's lunging at you and you get a ball through, but it still kills you. But that's a fairer system than what Halo 3 was, I felt. Yeah,
I mean, they had to change Halo 3 because it originally was whoever had the best connection would get the beatdown, even if you're on the same shields. That was originally the way it worked.
Yeah.
And then they realised, oh wait, double beatdown system.
Yeah, and the double beatdown system I have no problem with. I think it's really good. Half shields, beatdown, dead. I don't like the full shield depletion.
Well, it's kind of different on Halo Reach, isn't it? Because there's no health system on Halo 3, but it doesn't make sense that you can have the tiniest bit of shields. You get punched and you just lose that bit of shields. It's better how it is now, but I can understand where they came from in the beginning.
With the bleed through effect. Yeah.
Well, without bleed through, because you got shields first, but when you aim at a guy or like DMR a guy, he'd just punch you twice, and you'd DMR him 3 times and punch him, and then you'd have to punch him again. It's just absurd.
Yeah, and it'd always end off in a trade or the beatdown guy just winning. And it took the skill out of the game, really.
They're walking in a straight line.
I mean, same with Bloom as well. I think it took the skill completely out of the game. It just added another randomization factor. You know, one guy would be shooting faster than you, and he would win. It's just based on luck.
In competitive gaming, that is the probably worst thing that they could have put in for MLG players to compete with, the element of luck. I mean, it's got to be there in some games all the time, but to emphasize the element of luck, it was just a stupid idea. I mean, it might have made it a bit fairer for those that are less skilled at the game and do require a bit more luck, but I play on the competitive side of it, and I'm pretty sure people who watch Halo videos online also tended towards the more competitive side.
You say that, but I read ages ago a tweet from Roy saying knowing when to spam and when not to spam takes skill, but then how many of them were calling for no bloom once they did that TU beta playlist?
I think,
so they say it was skill, but then everyone's immediately calling for no bloom.
Yeah, I mean, at the start it was quite nice. I mean, when I was playing the beta, I was like, oh, you know, this bloom, it's actually a little bit refreshing. But when you got, you know, down to it and you're in 1v1 fights and you found out how frustrating it actually was, you know, when you were shooting slower and someone was shooting faster and they'd win, it just broke the game, really. I mean, the battle rifle, I think, is a much more balanced weapon than designated marksman rifle. Yeah,
we can't go around the fact that the battle rifle's 3 shots, though, they didn't always end up in the same place. You know, the reticule was there, so each 3 bullet could either hit inside that reticule.
Yeah.
So
that was a randomization effect about that.
But that's nowhere near as bad as Bloom.
No.
Bloom is 1 bullet, and if you hit 2 of 3, you're still going to do more damage than not hitting any bullets.
Yeah, and then with people with lower connection like myself as well, when you shoot a DMR bullet, that's one bullet that might not have a chance to register, which, if you translate that over to Halo 3, that would have been a whole burst, but Halo 3 didn't work like that. If a bullet wouldn't register on Halo 3, you know, it might be one bullet out of that 3-bullet burst, so it didn't matter as much. Whereas on Reach, that can mean the difference from life and death. You're both on for a 5-shot, you know, if one of your bullets doesn't register, that other guy's won. And that didn't happen as much in Halo 3 because, I don't know, maybe 2 bullets out of the 3 would have registered, so I think the 4-shot was about 10 bullets instead of actually being the full-on, what was it, 16 or something like that. I can't remember.
Halo 3 was in the normal not damage enhanced playlist, such as Team Slayer and stuff. You'd have to hit 12 shots. I mean, 11 shots, 11 bullets out of your 12 would have to hit, and the last bullet would have to hit in the head for a 4-shot. And then in MLG, it was 10 out of 12 would have to hit for a 4-shot.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it did, you know, it did help those with a slightly less good connection in that respect, but it still required a hell of a lot more skill.
And especially with Halo 3 being, you had to lead your shots as well, instead of just it all being hit scan, which is basically where you point and you shoot, and that's where your bullet goes at infinite miles per hour and it will always hit. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Do you think you should keep it that way or go back to sort of leading your shots?
Well, I'd go to leading your shots. Whenever I play Halo 3 now, I miss so many of my shots, and I get outshot by the shittiest of people, and it's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm used to games where you just look at them and then that's it. If they're strafing and I'm missing my shots because of it, then they're clearly better.
Yeah.
I've never been used to having to strafe on games because of the games that I've played.
COD, ECT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you need to lead your shots on Battlefield, but it's quicker kill.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what if they made the sniper where you had to lead your shots as well?
No,
I
don't think that would make sense because the sniper travels a lot faster.
Yeah, it'd take the whole element of ricocheting out as well. I mean, you get a ricochet shot and you're like, wow. You go straight to theatre with your friends. Another thing which you couldn't do on Reach.
Another thing.
Stupid. That was the one thing about Halo. You'd embarrass somebody, you get an overkill extermination, straight to theatre with your friends. Oh, look at this.
Well, give me a time. I've got to save the clip, upload it to my file share.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then everyone start at the same time, and then we can all watch it together. It was stupid. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was just the way they coded it, but I don't know.
It's probably because Forge World required a lot, and the Xbox is not as powerful as it could be.
Well, the Xbox is 7 years old, isn't it now?
Yeah.
And I mean, developers are trying to do everything they can to keep the graphics as close to, say, PC as possible by doing all these fancy tricks. And what do you guys think? Exactly. Yeah. What do you think about graphics? I mean, is that important to you?
I'd like a good-looking game, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want a dog shit-looking game.
No.
I mean, Halo 3 wasn't a bad-looking game, but the animation quality was a bit. It was a bit lame.
I think
animation quality.
I think it's more attractive than every Call of Duty since.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 4, COD 4.
Well, there will be Modern Warfare 4. Let's face it.
Yeah, I don't know. Graphics so much don't. I mean, I liked Halo Reach graphics and I like Halo 3 graphics. They're not the first thing I go for in a game, the graphics. But it would be nice to see them, I don't know, mix it up maybe a little.
Yeah.
Something a bit refreshing and new.
The problem is with Reach, though, it was very... I don't know, you got a lot of frame drops every now and then. Like, especially, I think everyone's noticed this. You pick up the sniper at the start of Asylum, look straight down to the other sniper, zoom in times 10, and what the fuck, my frame rate's just gone to 10 frames per second. And you can't do shit. And that's really bad. I mean, Halo's, runs at, is it 30 frames per second at the moment?
I'm honestly not sure.
I think it's 30 frames per second, and I mean, I don't know whether that was to do with all the graphics being extra pretty on Reach, because it was a pretty game, I thought. I didn't like how the fact everything in Forge was grey though. I think that was ridiculous.
No, the only bit of colour you could add to it is the outside.
Oh, the little lights, yeah, around the edge.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to change it completely, like, and make the grey block kind of completely green or whatever, and shade it. I mean, maybe that's too much to ask for, but you know what? If you can't fit it on the disc, why not give it a day one free downloadable content? No, I mean. Or
Battlefield, two discs.
Exactly, put it on 2 discs. You know, one for Forge World and one for the multiplayer, and then the
they were
multiplayer
able
campaign.
To do that with ODST, weren't they?
Yeah, ODST was 2 discs. You had one for the campaign and then one for the Halo 3 multiplayer. Yeah, it's not really. I don't think they can use that as an excuse. Like, oh, there wasn't enough disk space. You know, there's downloadable content. You can ship 2 discs. It's probably more expensive to ship 2 discs, so why not do it downloadable? But yeah. I don't know why more developers don't do that.
I think we should look towards more side of Halo 4 now. What we're looking for, and you know, what do you think? What do you think about the things so far?
From what I've seen so far, I mean, we saw the very brief preview trailer of Master Chief, you know, and Cortana. Sort of being drawn into what I think is a Forerunner structure, and you know, we saw a jetpack straight away, and I immediately shook my head because armor abilities are the most frustrating thing I think ever. I mean, I can't stand customization. That's why I can't play Call of Duty. I just can't stand it. I like it old school. I like everyone sporting it with the same weapons, with the same shields, you know, and whatever. No juggernauts or anything like that. And you know, everyone's got a fair chance. Everyone has to get to the power weapon to control it and whatever. Whereas Reach, you know, you have guys sprinting, armor lock, and jetpacking, and again, it just adds more randomization and more luck based, and you know, cheaper options as well. I mean, armor lock.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that. I swear to God, if armor lock's in Halo 4, oh my God.
I wouldn't mind them keeping them aspects in like the social side, because it'd be fun to deviate from just the straight up normal, you know, 1v1 situations. But I think still, if they incorporate into ranked, it's just gonna be too much like Reach. And I'll be put off by it.
Yeah, what if in ranked, you know how you go into ranked, you get Team Slayer, Team BRs.
Oh
whatever.
Yeah,
what if
I
they
see where you're coming from there.
Team BRs no abilities, or Team BRs abilities, and then people can choose what they wanted. I mean, that'd be a nice way to do it.
As long as there isn't Team Slayer and it has everything in it.
Yeah.
Then that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, Team Slayer's just too random.
You mean like 2 separate Team Slayer playlists?
Well, like you said, a Team Slayer for BRs and one that's just just on its own.
Yeah, one. Say if you went for the one that's just BRs and no armor abilities, you get stuff like overshield on the map and camo.
Yeah. It might be quite hard for them to do that, to be fair.
I don't know, because
they've done it before. Yeah, they've done it before.
They do it on Reach. I mean, what about equipment though from Halo 3? Do you guys want to see that return? I mean, I'm not very bothered about that, to be honest.
No, for me, like I played Team Slayer before I played MLG, and locking down equipment added another side of timing and strategy. And if you knew the bubble shield was going to be up at this time, if you used the bubble shield to try and get the camo, it's just, for me, it makes it more fun. I mean, when somebody else has got the bubble shield, you fucking hate the game. But
what if they did that with armor abilities then? Like, they didn't have them physically spawn on you when you start and you selected a loadout. You actually had to go for that armor ability in the middle, like a...
No, I wouldn't like that, because that's an MLG and it only respawns when that person dies, like 30 seconds after that person dies, and there's no timing element to that, is there? Because you don't kill someone and then count 30 seconds.
No.
Whereas camo and bubble shield and all that, they've got set times, and it's from when they're picked up, not from after that person who's using it dies. kill someone that throws down a regen doesn't get destroyed, and you have to wait for that regen to come back because they've died. And no, I don't think that bit makes sense.
Yeah, well, they did that with weapons as well in Reach, didn't they? I mean, someone would pick up the sniper, and the sniper wouldn't spawn back until the person dropped sniper, or got killed with sniper and it was out of ammo, and I hated that. I mean, someone would just hold the sniper for the entire game, and, you know, you couldn't get off them, unless you could just betray them.
If they're in party chat, yeah.
Exactly, and they can control the timings themselves. I mean, I don't like that. I much prefer the MLG way, where it spawns in, as in it drops. Like from
it comes in at set times. That makes timing more of a thing you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like timing the snipers on, say, Sanctuary was, you know, I mean, it's incredibly important, especially on, and like the pit as well. I mean, those maps are crucial for timing. I'm talking about the pit Halo 3. Let's not even discuss the pit Reach. No, we won't even get into that.
No.
It works a little bit better than no sprint, but I mean, no.
All I'm saying is the fact that you need to cap 5 flags on that, and you could probably cap a flag within 10 seconds of pulling it, it is just ridiculous. I mean, the first time we played the pit, we sat out there being tactical, and then we just got somebody, we got someone pick up the flag and cap that flag within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And I think we lost that game straight away within 5 minutes, just because they were 3 people down. The last guy pick up the flag and cap it.
Yeah, we were too busy trying to control spawns and then get 4 down and pull the flag, and it just didn't work like that. I mean, that's the way you did it in Halo 3, and it's just pull the flag, pull the flag, pull the flag, and you'll win on the pit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like
that. That's how it is on most of the MLG with sprint involved, because you can sprint run a flag. It cuts the time down from just running a flag by at least half.
Yeah, definitely.
And because on MLG you didn't spawn in with your ability straight away, they could cover half the map, and then when you spawn, you have to hope on a good grenade. If you've just come off spawn, which was retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I'm looking forward to most if they do is ranking. That's just it. That's it for me. If they have ranking, I won't play any other game.
And they need to learn from Bungie's mistakes, don't they?
Yeah, and I'm sure they will. Well, I hope they do.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do.
So. I think that was the crucial error to Reach, was the rank system.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
dedicated servers.
Yeah, well, dedicated servers. I don't think it's going to happen, but we can ask.
No.
But yeah, on the subject of Halo 4, then, the weapons in Reach. I mean, what do you guys think of things like the focus rifle being switched out for the beam rifle?
Oh, God.
I mean,
no.
The focus rifle's a joke, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd want the beam rifle back for Halo 4, and the focus rifle.
The best thing I've done with the beam rifle is get a double kill on Boundless that saved a teammate's life. That's 2 quick shots, and to get a double kill with a focus rifle, I don't think it's even possible because you overheat.
I don't class it as a power weapon.
Like half shields or something. Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's only on like 1 map, and
I think one thing they should bring over is the grenade launcher.
Yes,
I
definitely agree.
I can't use that gun.
I love the grenade
exactly.
launcher. It was
I can't use it.
Power weapon.
I'm terrible with it.
I can see that's why they made the rockets so much stronger, because they were present of grenade launchers as well. But yeah, I'm happy with the grenade launcher coming forward. What about the concussion rifle and, say, brute shot?
I don't think there's much of a difference with those, is there?
No, I think
one pushes you.
They should keep that in.
Yeah.
If you've got a concussive rifle and they've got a sword, they're not coming anywhere near you.
Yeah. I think that is a brilliant, absolutely brilliant inclusion in the game. It shots as well, but the fact that you can, there's a weapon to counter another weapon, is just awesome.
I think they should take some weapons out as well. I mean, who picks up a plasma repeater? Who's even heard of a plasma repeater?
Yeah, exactly.
Some dinosaur.
Exactly. I mean, what's that weapon doing there? You know, there's some weapons in the game that don't even get picked up ever, and repeat is one of them. I can't think of any more at the moment.
I want to see the Needler gone.
No,
I can't stand it.
I like the Needler.
The Needler's been in there from day one.
It's a fun social weapon, the Needler.
I just don't
like
like
a trolling weapon.
It always
shoot
gets
a few
me.
needles and then they explode. And it's hilarious. It's awesome.
It always gets me. It's frustrating. That's why I want it gone, because I can't avoid getting killed by it.
No, I think the Needler should stay. And what about dual wielding? It's just come to mind.
Yes.
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 What, back in or
yes, back in.
Yeah, I think so. I really missed that. The dual wielding.
I missed that exactly. Yeah.
It wasn't. They did it well as well. I mean, when you dual wield weapons, you weren't unstoppable. You know, I mean, you could do a lot of.
They were less powerful, if anything.
Yeah,
on their own, they were less powerful.
What you mean, like a single dual
like
wield
pistols?
weapon?
If you had a single Magnum, it's in SWAT, for example. A single Magnum's better than dual Magnums, just because of it's harder to hit somebody because the I don't know, hit marker, hit circle, whatever's larger.
Yeah.
But SMG mixed with a plasma rifle, like the recoil on that, yeah. Close range, you could destroy everything.
Someone, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you were trying to do that at long range, you know, you're just gonna get 4-shotted, and then that's it. That guy's just gonna walk away like, what the fuck was that kid doing?
Another thing, I like the plasma pistol a lot more on Reach. It's so much more useful than it was in Halo 3.
I think they need to find a middle between the two. I don't like the fact that on Reach you can shoot near a person with the plasma pistol and the splash damage is still weak.
It's an EMP at the end of it. It is the same as what a grenade launcher is at the same day. It's a shield. It takes down shields.
Yeah, but I don't think it should hit a surface and then if a person's next to that surface it should get rid of their shields.
Fair enough.
The same with like the rocket argument, the fact that that splash damage from a wall it's a little bit too much.
Yeah. Middle ground splash damage would be good, I think.
I mean, I can understand from the story side of things, like you're a Mark III Spartan instead of a Mark II and you're slightly weaker. I don't know if they were trying to incorporate that into the multiplayer, but I think they should, you know, just try and keep the multiplayer and the single player completely separate.
Yeah, definitely.
Granted, have single player environments, not copy and paste, but you know, ideas from single player into the multiplayer, but not the entire thing, you know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
Elites and Spartans separate, I think we can all agree on that. That was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I mean, playing SWAT on Halo 3, Jesus Christ. I think I was the only Spartan in the goddamn playlist.
And there was a dinosaur in like 4 of our games.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think that even needs covering. Just the fact that it's separate, simple as that.
Yeah, exactly. Grenades. Do we want to see needle grenades come back, or spike grenades and firebomb grenades come back? Why?
Yeah. Just a bit more randomization. I mean, the main thing for grenades with me is bouncing. The fact that Halo Reach, a grenade you just throw next to somebody. I mean, Halo 3 you had to plant that grenade somewhere and wait for them to come onto it, so you knew it'd take a few seconds or a second after it bounced to explode. Halo Reach, you'd throw a grenade at the floor, insta-explode, dead.
Yeah, and stuff like on one surface it'll bounce, and then you throw it on the same surface and it'll just like get stuck in like some invisible sort of glitch, and it wouldn't bounce, and that was really annoying. But
constant on reflection.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with you on bringing spike grenades back because I don't know, frags and plasma are all you need. I think. I mean, a spike grenade is a glorified plasma. It works slightly different. Like you can put it on a wall and someone walk by and they get a load of needles in their back. And that's pretty hilarious. But I don't know. I don't know if they need that in.
Oh, maybe. Okay, it's something they don't have to include. It'd make no difference in the game whatsoever, but I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Maybe change the display so we don't have 0-0 constantly showing as well. That'd be nice. Like 0-5.
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw a firebomb grenade in matchmaking ever. Never saw it.
Maybe an infection at some point or something.
That's in a custom game though. I don't think I even saw them in matchmaking.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I mean, what about grenades being as damaging as they are at the moment? Like, a grenade can go near you on reach, and it'll do a little bit of shield damage and stop you from regenerating.
The explosive damage is too much, but then if you're on top of a grenade, then it's fine with the amount of damage it does. It's just the blast radius is far too large.
Yeah. I think when you're on the outskirts of the radius as well, like say you've taken 4 shots and then you back down, you've waited for 4 seconds, you're about to recharge, and then the grenade comes and you're just within its blast radius and it tickles you, but then it stops you from recharging for another 5 seconds, and I don't like that. On Halo 3 it wasn't as apparent. You know, a grenade went off. If it was just outside the blast radius or just inside, it wouldn't even affect you.
No.
And you know, the minimum damage a grenade could do on like Halo 3, you know, it'd take off a pretty good chunk if you were within its blast radius. Whereas Reach, you know, it just takes off a fraction, and it's just more of an annoyance than something I like.
Yeah. Well, I think I've covered all I need to say about the subject, but
I've got some more things to talk about, but I mean, we can leave it there for the time being. My laptop's getting low on battery as well. But a beta, please 343 include a bloody beta. I will love you, and if it's closed, send me 3 codes, please, and yeah, we'll test it for you.
Don't attach it to a game you're trying to sell.
Exactly. Yes. No.
That's just ridiculous. That's the only reason I bought ODST.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I
it's
didn't
probably
really enjoy the campaign.
On the Halo 3 one, I mean, it's probably some of the only people who bought the what was it? It's actually Crackdown, which is the most random thing on the planet. Halo 3 beta, and I bet some people only bought that game just for the Halo 3 beta. But yeah, just make it downloadable. If it's closed, you know, send me a code. You know, we'll sort out something. If it's open, brilliant.
You're an idiot.
But yeah, I guess that's it for the moment. So thanks guys for listening, and yeah, that's me signing out. When you guys say farewell.
Farewell.
That's it. All right. See you guys next time.